So, you are wanting to know more about air gestures and, you're just wanting to see what will happen in the future with air gestures. So, before I also get started, I will explain it, but first, hit that subscribe button down below, it helps the channel out a lot, and yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna say. So, for those of you that don't know what air gestures are, basically, I'll say it's been boosted with air gestures ever since COVID started, which was last year, 2020. And basically, it's when a computer recognizes you, like, for example, doing that, and it'll recognize it saying, oh, that's a sign for skipping to the next one, or changing the volume to higher or lower. It's a whole network. Also, if you have air gestures, there is a certain way for each company. But basically, today we're just talking about what can we expect from it and how far will it go. So, a lot of car companies and a lot of brands have been using air gestures. I mean, COVID basically boosted the use of air gestures in cars. I believe the Pixel 4 had an air gesture function with the camera. And then, honestly, like I said, cars, maybe other things as well, I'm not pretty sure. But basically, cars, like brands, for example, BMW, Jaguar, I think, Jaguar was one of them. Mercedes, Audi probably, and even more. Have been using it for their infotainment system. So people that are a bit scared of germs, or like I said, COVID basically made it more useful. People don't want to touch their screens in the car, so the best way to do it is just use air gestures. So now, how far do we expect this to go? I mean, if it's in a phone, how far and how small can we go with the technology? So I will say maybe up to a watch, that's how small we can get. And maybe in the future, I'm talking about like years more, probably the time I'm like in my 50s or 40s, for example, it will be like tiny little computers, basically. Then you need to just say, open the door, or use like a certain gesture to open up your door, or something like that, because that will obviously happen sometime in the future. At the moment, you don't know exactly what will happen, because technology is advancing so much that it's hard to really keep up of what's basically like the latest, because it keeps on advancing at the next higher level. So I'll say maybe watches for now, but obviously we'll get to a stage where it's used for security reasons. Each person has their own unique air gestures, probably for like work, for example. You need to clock in, so you do a gesture to log yourself in, or something like that. It could happen. Maybe with editing videos, there might be a thing with Apple or something like that, where you can just go like zoom in to a clip, screenshot maybe, and like, I guess 2-finger polls or something like that. That could be something that can happen anytime soon. I mean, look at the new iPad Pro. It has the M1 chip, which basically makes it more powerful than the MacBook Air. So it is possible, but honestly, we're not 100% sure how far we'll go. But otherwise, that's basically it I want to talk about. Air gestures are basically evolving, especially because of COVID. That basically affected the way we do things. And if you think of it, COVID actually did help us advance with a lot of things. For example, how stores, restaurants work with like delivery apps, using drones with some companies. And there's, I'm not sure with the brand, but it's like a little robot that comes from the store and goes up to you, and you just open the cooler or something and take your food out, and it drives back to the store. I'm not sure with the brand, but if you do know, just put it in the comments so everyone knows what I'm talking about. But otherwise, there's a lot of things that are advancing. Air gestures are one of them. There's transportation that's been advanced a lot. I mean, look at Tesla with self-driving vehicles. I guess that's one of them. And I think Japan actually has with Toyota or something like that, where the cars are fully autonomous. Otherwise, that's all I'm gonna say. Before I end the video, like normal, I do have a clothing store, so if you want to support me with anything, like doing more videos that involve money to do it, like PC builds, you will get my clothing brand where you're getting something out of it instead of like donating money and all that and getting nothing in return. But with the clothing, you're getting something in return for basically supporting Eagle Studios. But otherwise, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Comment down below what you want to see next. I know today's video is not something that a lot of people think of, but try something new. And tomorrow there'll probably be a gameplay video of the first tree, so I'll just say that to give you a hint. And otherwise, yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.